Similarity gives you a relation between the area of two triangles and their sides. So in this figure, if you see two sides are given to you, one area is given to you. Okay, you need to find out the other area. This should hint at the fact that you have to prove similarity of certain triangles. So what two triangles are uh, congruent? If you remember your type 1 figure when I was discussing similarity, okay, type in your type 1 figure, if you look at these two triangles look like your type 1 figure. Okay, also these two triangles look like your type 1 figure. Okay, now the question is which pair of triangles am I interested in? The pair of triangle that I'm interested in would be that pair in which I know the sides. At least one side I know. So if you see, I know AB and I know CD. This means that I'm not interested in these two triangles, but in fact I'm interested in these two triangles only. The one that I have circled. Okay, one that you will find star under the circle, these two triangles, that is triangle APB and triangle DPC. Another reason is because if I read the question, I see that they have asked me to find the area of triangle DPC. So clearly, APB and DPC are the only two are a pair in which I know the sides, and also they have asked the area, and they also look like your type 1 figure. So therefore, these two triangles I will proceed to prove similar. Now, how do you prove similarity of these two triangles? First of all, you see that these two red angles are equal. Why are they equal? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Okay. Secondly, what you see is that these two angles are equal. These two blue angles, they are equal. And why are they equal? They are equal because they are angles on the same segment. See, that day in order to make you understand, I had shaded this part. This is the minor segment made by this chord AD. And if you see the major segment, both these blue angles are on the chord AD in the major segment. Both these blue angles, I repeat, both these blue angles are on the chord AD in the major segment. So therefore they must be equal. So therefore these two angles are equal because they are angles in the same segment. And therefore I have shown that two angles of the two triangles are equal, and therefore they must be similar. Okay, so let us write in triangle APB and triangle DPC, angle APB is equal to angle DPC because they are vertically opposite angles. And next is angle ABP is equal to angle DCP because they are angles in the same segment. Okay, so therefore triangle APB is similar to triangle DPC. This is by angle rule. Okay, once you have proven similarity, let us write the proportional sides. Now, in order to write the proportional sides, we must mark the third angle also. Which third angle is equal? These two green angles must also be equal because these two angles were the only pair that was remaining, so they must be equal. Also, what you must note is that these two green angles, they are also in the same segment. This time, if you see, if you consider they are on the chord BC. If you consider this is the minor segment. Okay, and the rest is the major segment. So if you see that these two green angles, they are also on the major segment made by the chord BC, right? So therefore they must be equal. Or you can reason it the other way also. because these two are the only two angles that were left. So therefore they must be equal. So I've marked all the equal angles here. So let us now write which sides are proportional. Sides are proportional. So let's see what sides are proportional. First of all, look at the red angles. Right, in the red angles, I'm writing the triangle A, the sides of triangle APB in the numerator. Okay, I'm writing the sides of triangle APB in the numerator. So I start with AB, which is opposite to one red angle in that triangle, divided by the next red angle in triangle DPC is DC. So AB by DC is 1. Next one, let us write the blue angle. In the blue angle, opposite to the blue angle in the triangle APB, you have the side AP. And opposite to the blue angle in the triangle DPC, you have the side DP. Okay. Next, green angle. Opposite to the green angle in the triangle APB, you have the side BP. Again, opposite to the green angle on the side in the triangle DPC, you have the side PC. So these are the proportional sides. Now once I've written the proportional sides, so what should be the area ratio of the area of triangles? Area of triangle APB by area of triangle DPC must be square of the proportional sides. It must be AB by DC whole square, AP by DP whole square equal to BP by PC whole square. Okay. Now let's see what is given. What sides are given? AB is given to you here, 8 centimeter. Okay. DC is given to you here, 5 centimeter. So AB and DC are given. So let's see. So here, this ratio is given to you, AB and DC. So therefore, we will take this ratio. So therefore, area of triangle APB divided by area of triangle DPC is equal to AB by DC whole square. And I will substitute whatever the values are given here. In this, the area of triangle APB is given to be 24. So I'll write this as 24 divided by area of triangle DPC is equal to AB by AC. The length of AB is given to you here is 8 centimeter. The length of DC is given to you as 5 centimeter. 8 and 5. Okay. From here we can find out. Cross multiply. So how much are you getting? 75 by 8, which is 9 point or 93 by 8 centimeters. This is what the length of the other side that you are getting, centimeter. And in fact, the area you are getting here, not the side. So centimeter square. So area of this triangle, the other triangle DPC, is 93 by 8 centimeter square. Any questions related to this problem?
No, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, in the test, you will give the sums from the textbook or from your own.
From my own. You will not find that sums in the textbook, but the types definitely will be from the types that I have discussed. No direct lift from the textbooks. Maybe
Okay, sir.
out of five you may find one or two sums, one or maximum two sums directly lifted from the textbook, not in fact from your test papers in fact, but two will be unseen questions, but they will definitely be of the type that I have already discussed.
Okay, sir.
In the figure given below, let us look at the next question. In the figure given below, chords BA and DC of a circle meet at P. So two chords in the circle, okay, BA and DC, they meet at P. And then you got to prove PAD, angle PAD is equal to angle PCB. And you've got to prove PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. Let us draw these two, this circle. So this is your circle. So you have your chords which intersect at P. Okay. Now look at the question. If you see the question here, the question states prove that angle PAD is equal to angle PCB. So which two angles are you required to prove here? PAD, this is your angle, okay, is equal to angle PCB, this angle. These two angles you need to prove equal, right? So the question is, how do I prove these two to be equal? See, mm, if you want to prove these two to be equal, that what you must realize here in this question is that you have to identify the second, actually in fact the second part of the question, if you see this part actually hints you that there is some certain concept of similarity involved, because this is a relation between the sides of a triangle, right? So this second part of the question should give you a hint that you have to prove two triangles to be similar. But which two triangles? See, if you see the first part of the question, they have said these two angles. And if you see the first angle, PAD, is related to which triangle? It is related to this triangle. Angle PAD is related to this green triangle. Okay. Is equal to angle PCB. PCB is related to which triangle? This blue one. In fact, PCB is one of the angles of this triangle. That is why we have identified this triangle. Okay, this blue triangle. We need to prove that these two are similar. And how can we prove that these two are similar? First of all, if you see in these two triangles, This is your common angle, angle P. If you see, these two are is an angle that is common to both the triangles. Okay. And the next thing that you see here, if you draw an imaginary chord AC here, what you see is that these two angles, these two green angles here, they are on the same segment. Why are they on the same segment? Because I have drawn this imaginary chord, okay, AC, and I see that this AC divides the circle into two segments. This is your minor segment and the major segment. And if you see these two green angles, they are on the major segment and also they are on the chord AC. So therefore these two angles must be equal because they are angles on the same segment. And what is the third angle that is remaining? The third angle that remains is our angle that we need to prove equal. PAD and this. Since it is the only angle remaining, it has to be equal. So that is the way you prove the first part. Okay, so let us prove in triangle PCB and triangle PDA. PCB is the blue triangle, PDA is your green triangle. Okay, angle, you can write angle P is equal to angle P, or you can also write angle BPC is equal to angle DPA, common angle, or simply write angle P is equal to angle P, no problem, because at P you have only one angle. Okay, next is you write the green angles to be equal. The green angles are PBC and PDA. Okay, angles on the same segment. Okay, so therefore triangle PCB similar to triangle PDA. This is by angle rule. And therefore angle PAD must be equal to angle PCB. Okay, because this is the only, because that's the only angle that remains in the two triangles, so they have to be equal. This completes your first part. Second part, now second part is also easy because you just have to write the proportional sides. Second part is of this question actually hinted you towards proving similarity. Okay, so therefore what we'll do here is we'll write the proportional sides. So since triangle PCB similar to triangle PDA, sides are, their sides are proportional. Okay, so in the numerator I'm going to write the sides of angle PCB in the numerator. Okay, so if you see it in this figure, let us consider first the common angle, the angle P, that is a common angle. Let us consider that angle. What are the sides that are opposite to that angle, the common angle? In triangle PCB, the side that is common, the side that is common to the common angle is BC. So I'll write BC first. So BC by, and if you see in the other triangle, triangle PDA, the side that is opposite to the common angle P is AD. So I'll write AD below. Okay. Now let us consider the other angle, green angle. In triangle PCB, the blue triangle, opposite to your green angle is the side PC. Let's write PC. In the other triangle, triangle PDA, opposite to your green angle is the side AP. I'll write AP or PA. Next, the only angle that remains is your red angle. In triangle PCB, opposite, if you see the figure carefully, opposite to your red angle in triangle PCB is the side PD. So I will write PD. And no, it is the side BP, sorry. PB, in fact. My mistake. The side PB, not PD. In triangle PCB, I repeat here once again, in triangle PCB, if in triangle PCB, if you look at the red angle here, opposite to the red angle, look at the blue triangle, okay? In the blue triangle, you have the red angle. In this red angle, opposite to the red angle is which side? PB. And if you look at the other triangle, triangle PDA, this opposite to this red angle is which side? PD. So therefore, I'll write PD. Now, in order to prove the second part, PA into PB is equal to PC into PD, what you see here is you only have to take this part. So that means PC by PA is equal to PB by PD. That means PC into PD is equal to PA into PB. This is the required proof of the second part. Any question with this proof? This is a very important proof actually. Later on, they will come. You'll study this the proof of this in the form of a theorem. You'll be applying the theorem actually later on. When we'll be doing tangent properties, there's a theorem that is very much related to this problem. That is why I've discussed this problem. Any questions from this problem? If not, then I can stop here for today.